guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today's video is going to be how to get straight A's. The semester is like almost over. Like I only had like 4 more weeks, which is really crazy. So grades are starting to get like super important. I've never done a video like this before. Hope you guys like it and that it helps you. Also, I'm not trying to brag, but I've been maintaining straight A's for the past 3 years. But through all that, I have learned some stuff and tricks, so I'm not just like saying these things randomly. So yeah, if you guys like this video and it helped you, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. That way you guys can be notified whenever I upload. Let's just get straight on into the video. So my first tip would be to do homework over everything. Let's say that you have like a really big test coming up, but you missed a lot of homework assignments. I would recommend doing all of the homework assignments rather than studying. I know this sounds really weird. Depending on the teacher, it might actually help raise your grade even if you fail a test. I've actually failed a couple of quizzes and tests, and yet I still have an A in that class because I turn in every single assignment. When you're doing the assignment, it is kind of like studying. You're actually practicing the work, so that way it's like a 2-in-1 kind of. This will also just portray you as a better student if you're doing all of your assignments and turning them in on time. Even if you fail tests, your teacher will know that you're very like on top of things because you're turning in your homework every single day. Homework is a really big thing that I feel like teachers look at. I definitely recommend just turning in all of your assignments over like studying. My next tip, and probably the biggest one honestly, is to ask teachers for help. So back in 9th grade, I had this essay and I thought I did really good and ended up getting a C on it. The next essay, I went after school like every single day and I just asked him for feedback and I asked him for help and all this stuff, and on that essay I got an A on. Ever since then, I've been always trying to just like ask my teachers for as much help as I can. Even with good grades, I still understand like all the material, so it's really important to ask your teachers for help all the time. Even if you have to go before school or after school, it ends up only taking like 10 to 15 minutes, so it's not even that big of a deal, and it will seriously help you so much. It'll help your grade and it'll help your understanding, so this is like a huge tip that I have. The next thing is that you can maintain straight A's even if you're not super smart. That you don't have to like completely understand the material to maintain straight A's. As long as you ask your teachers for help or even just do the work, a lot of times the teachers will give you credit. You don't have to like be discouraged about not being smart in this sort of area. You can still get straight A's by just asking your teachers, asking your friends, or like going to tutoring or something like that. There's many different things that you can do to still maintain straight A's even if you feel like you don't understand that subject. There are seriously so many opportunities at pretty much every school to get help. They will all be there to help you, so I think that's really important. My next tip is to definitely talk to your counselor. If you guys are failing a class or like if you guys don't have a good grade, they know like the most about the school, so they're gonna know things that you have to do. I normally didn't talk to my counselor, but this year and this past semester I've been talking to her a lot more, and she seriously helped me so much with like my classes, because they're gonna know the best ways to help you because it's like their job. So I would definitely recommend going and talking to them. My next tip is to sit next to smart students. I know a lot of people will just like sit with their friends at the beginning of the year. They just want to like feel more comfortable, but you can always ask your teacher to move your seat. This will seriously help you so much because you basically are going to have someone to help you there like the whole time. And this doesn't go for every student, but I know a lot of smart students don't feel annoyed when you ask them questions. It actually kind of like helps boost their confidence. Don't be afraid to just like ask them questions or whatever, especially if there's like a group project or a group test. Like then they're there to like collaborate with you. They're always like going to be on top of things, and this will just help like raise your grades a lot easier. The next tip is to kind of like cheat the system. Now I know this sounds bad, but it actually isn't that bad. Let's say that you have to read a book and you hate reading. A good alternative is to listen to it on YouTube. That's definitely one of my favorite things to do because I can listen to it on the car rides home, or like when I'm walking or whatever I'm doing. I don't have to like physically be like reading a book. Also, if you don't understand anything, a lot of times I will just like search up a video on YouTube on how to do that specific question, and that helps me so much because it kind of gives you like a step-by-step, and there are so many different videos out there. That was my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Grades are pretty important right now if you want to go to different colleges, but don't be discouraged over like one bad grade. Honestly, it doesn't define who you are as a person. Even though I have straight A's, things are still really hard in school, so like it's never going to go away. Honestly, it doesn't make that big of a difference. Like we're still all all going through school together. Yeah, I don't think that like good grades is gonna really change your life and make it easier. Things are still going to be hard in school. I mean, good grades are always a good thing to shoot for, but don't make that like your #1 priority in life. Honestly, it's not going to matter in a few years. I hope you guys liked that video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe to my channel down below if you guys liked it. I'll see you guys on Wednesday with a new video, so